Cheated, not defeated. The classic.
Yeah.
Now, do you think if you were selling Joe Biden stuff, anybody would buy anything?
We're manifesting here, right?
We're manifesting.
Ohio is Trump country. We like
Solar eclipse glasses.
Got 2 hoodies left.
All right, this is Kevin. Kevin, how's it going, man? Having fun out here? And what do you think's going to happen with the election this time? Trump going to win. How many people you think they'll have today? 14,000? Wow, dude. Hey, so it's 10 o'clock in the morning. The place is already packed with Trump supporters. It's going to be a heck of a good day. Amen.
I'm doing this for 4 hours now, so.
4 hours you've been holding this?
Yeah, I go to every rally though. So
You go to every rally?
Yeah.
All over the country or just
over the
Ohio?
country.
All over the country?
I drove 12 hours to be here.
You drove 12 hours?
Yes.
From North Carolina.
Can I feel how strong it is?
It all depends on the wind. Adam.
Thanks for doing this, Adam. You're the man, dude. So what inspired? Do you get paid to do this?
No, we're front row Joes.
Front row Joes?
So President Trump knows us. He calls
Really?
us out. We're always in front row because we get here 3 days before, 2 days before. So we got to make sure we're here for him, you know?
Yeah, nice.
That's great, man. Well, thank you for doing that, dude.
Yeah.
Now, where do you live?
I live in Outer Banks, North Carolina.
North Carolina and
Yep.
drove all the way to Ohio.
Yep.
And you do it all over the country?
All over. We went to Alaska. We went everywhere. I mean, I missed a couple because it's hard to do all of them. But
Yeah.
Some of our people, we go to everyone. We try to do as many as we can.
Support. Now, what do you think? Because the last election was stolen. Do you think that how we?
Are we gonna stop it from happening again?
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully, it doesn't happen again. That's all we can really hope for, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll see what happens. I think there's a lot more of us, and I think we're gonna win big.
I know you love Trump, but like, what is it that inspires you to go the extra mile?
I never voted for anybody but Trump, and it's just everything about him, his policies, his energy. It's just the rallies are so fun to be at, and just especially being in a group like this is so amazing, and just being there to support him, knowing that he knows that we're there. It makes you want to do it, more and more. We're gonna be there for him every step of the way. We're never gonna stop. We're gonna do as many as we can to support him and be there with him.
Hey.
How you doing, man? God bless you. God bless the posse.
God bless the posse. This is Ben Berquam, ladies and gentlemen. This guy's out here doing the hardest investigating reporting there is. And you're out here in Ohio, man. Can you tell us?
Well, I support President Trump, so I get half of my job is mostly border coverage and exposing what's happening, the invasion on our southern border, the treason coming from the Democrats. It's really my calling is God, family, country, and so anything that falls into that. But my primary focus right now is the border. And then the other half of that, going into the elections, is getting President Trump into office. Because if we don't do that, it doesn't matter. The country's dead. So I do as many Trump rallies as I can. We cover them, Real America's Voice. And we do that, but then we expose what the left's doing as well. So it's an honor to be out here with you guys.
Man, thank you for the interview, sir.
My pleasure, man.
Yes, sir.
Do you know what the Agenda 47 policy videos of Trump are?
Yeah, I've been hearing about those.
Really, really important. He's done 40 5-minute videos, each one on a different policy of what he's going to do when he becomes the 47th president.
Trump 2024.
How about a couple of more indictments, Joe, you dumb?
Dumb son of a bitch.
Somebody said they're indicting this guy into the office. We can do a non-teleprompter speech. It's actually much better. But he's not. They're moving around. I'm trying to go. No, we don't need him. Isn't it nice to have a president who doesn't need a teleprompter? Suckers are moving around. Great job, fellas. We're going to look at crooked Joe Biden and we're going to say, Joe, you're fired. Get out of here. Terrible president. Terrible president. He's the worst president. And send Joe Biden's illegal aliens back home. We have a stupid president that allows this to happen. Stupid.
Biden's a stupid fuck. That's right.
This is all over the world. They're sending from all over the world, not just South America, Latin America. They're sending them from Asia. They're sending them from Africa, the Congo. Last night, 22 people arrived from the Congo. Now, the Congo's a very nice place, I would imagine. But they arrived from the Congo, and they came from prison. Where are you from in the Congo? What's your address? Prison. Now, these are rough people. They're coming from Africa. They're coming from Asia. They're coming from the Middle East. They're coming from Yemen, all over the place from Yemen. I thought we were bombing Yemen. Here we go with the bombing again. October 7th, Israel would have never been attacked. Iran was broke. I say it respectfully. Iran was broke. They had no money because they weren't allowed to sell oil. We took in hundreds of billions of dollars from China. No other president took in 10 cents from China, not 10 cents. You know, with their mail-in ballot hoaxes. You better go quickly to paper ballots, voter ID, and one-day voting, or you're not going to have it. You're not going to have it. 1 week, Laken's killer was sent loose into the United States through Joe Biden's program of releasing military-age males into our communities after they've illegally crossed our southern border. And that's what happened. And this animal came in. Laken Riley would be alive today if Biden had not unleashed this savage attack on America. That's what he's done. But instead of apologizing to Laken's family, Joe Biden apologized to the killer for calling him illegal. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have called him illegal. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'd like to apologize to the killer. He's more concerned with the killer. He couldn't even pronounce her name right. He's more concerned with the killer than he is with Laken. And that's the problem. They're more concerned with criminals, they are with the people and people that should not be allowed into our country. On her way to work one morning, down the path along the lake, a tender-hearted woman saw a poor, half-frozen snake. His pretty colored skin had been all frosted with the dew. Poor thing, she cried, I'll take you in, and I'll take care of you. Very innocent. Take me in, oh tender woman, take me in for heaven's sake. Take me in, oh tender woman, cried tenderly. She wrapped him up all cozy in a comforter of silk and laid him by her fireside with some honey and some milk. She hurried home from work that night, and soon as she arrived, she found the pretty snake she'd taken in had been revived. Take me in, oh tender woman, take me in for heaven's sake. Take me in, oh tender woman, cried the vicious snake. Oh. Front row Joe got it.
Front row Joe.
I can't believe it. You're unbelievable. They've come to 127 rallies. I don't know what the hell they do, but they must have a lot of money because there's a stand-up front row, Judge. I can't believe it. And that play, it fell right in. Look at it. Hold up. There's nobody more deserving of it than you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you very much. This is number 127 for them. And I don't like to say it in front of them, but we have people that have actually come to work. Our wonderful women from North Carolina, right? Trying to figure out about their husbands, how they can handle it. But they seem to be handling it. She clutched him to her bosom. You're so beautiful, she cried. But if I hadn't brought you in by now, you truly would have died. She stroked his pretty skin again and kissed and held him tight. But instead of saying, thank you, ma'am, the snake gave her a vicious bite. Take me in, O tender woman, take me in for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman, sighed the vicious snake. I saved you, cried the woman, I saved you, I saved you. And you've bitten me, but why? You know your boy is poisonous. Your bite is poisonous. And now I'm going to die. Shut up, silly woman, said the reptile with a grin. You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in. Now that's what we're going through right now. We're taking in snakes. We're taking in snakes. Yeah, maybe it's snakes. But if you look at the United Auto Workers, what they've done to their people is horrible. They want to do this. We're energy independent 3 years ago. Today we're begging Venezuela for oil. Bread is up, and I can't read this damn teleprompter. That we have the largest crowds in the history of politics. Nobody comes up. If the voting were real, I actually think we won most of the country. I actually think we got a lot of Ohio's all over the place. A man named Elvis Presley. He said, you just broke it, man. Because their economic theory is no good. Because they let violent criminals roam the streets, roam in the subways, but they go after Trump all the time. If this election isn't won, I'm not sure that you'll ever have another election in this country. Does that make sense? Yeah. I don't think you're going to have another election in this country. If we don't win this election, I don't think you're going to have another election, or certainly not an election that's meaningful. Remember this, November 5th, I believe it's going to be the most important day in the history of our country. I believe that. The country is weaponizing law enforcement for high-level election interference against Biden's top political opponent. Very popular. I'm a very popular president. I mean, again, I got more votes than any sitting president in history. Think of this. Just think of this. Every swing state, Biden beat Obama. But every other state, he got killed. You think that's an honest election? No. I could give you 100 different things. We better straighten out our elections. We better get smart. It's me, because I will never let them silence you. And in the end, they're not after me, they're after you. I just happen to be standing in the way.
USA! 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 USA!
But so much for that, Paul. Okay, ready? Who wants to see the name change to the way they did it to the Guardians? Who wants the Guardians? Okay, nice and loud now. Who wants to keep it the Cleveland Indians? That wasn't too tough. And it was not easy. Matt Dolan also
47th President of the United States of America. You know, I want to clear something up. I want to clear something up for everybody here. I am so sick and tired of Republicans that will say, I support President Trump's policies, but I don't like the man.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
We love Trump. 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 We love Trump.
I have to say, there's never been spirit like we have now. There's never been. There's never been spirit like we have right now. And that's because you got a glimpse of what these people are doing to our country, which you didn't have before. So it's been really pretty amazing, I will tell you.
Look, let me say something. This is a real statistic, sir. I looked this up. You know that all of the net job growth under Biden's presidency has gone to the foreign-born? And Donald Trump's presidency, the job growth went to American citizens. Let's rebuild prosperity for American citizens and re-elect Donald J. Trump.
USA! USA! USA!
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, when you were in the White House and I was governor of South Dakota, every single day I got to get up and be on offense. I could call this man in the White House and I would tell him what problem I had with the federal government or a foreign country or a trade agreement or helping a business be successful, and he'd say, Christy, let's do it. We will fix it. As soon as Joe Biden got in the White House, I went on defense. All I do now is fight to protect the freedom of my people. That is the difference that leadership has. That's the difference that this man has. Let's put him back in the White House so we can be on offense. We can make America great again, and we're going to win. We're going to win big.
You're not allowed to say it, so I will not. You know, you're not allowed to say she's beautiful, so I'm not going to say it. I will not say it. He went undefeated in all of high school. He never was defeated, so he was wrestling as a freshman against seniors, and someday he's going to explain to me how he did that, because that's pretty good. He then went on to be one of the greatest wrestlers in the history of the NCAA, and then he also became an All-American, and his sons are All-American wrestlers, and they're just a fantastic family. The family is so incredible, and he's somebody, he just gets it done. He's a warrior. Jim Jordan. Jim, I gotta get it. Come on. We gotta get it. Please explain how a freshman beats a senior.
I would just say this. The left controls just about everything. The left controls big media. The left controls big tech. The left controls big corporations. The left controls big sports. Watch the NBA. The left controls Hollywood. The left controls higher education. The left controls the White House. The left, maybe most importantly, controls the federal bureaucracy. But the left doesn't control we the people. We the people, we the great people of this great country are getting set in November to put the best guy we've ever had in the White House back in the White House. God bless you all. Thank you very much.
They say ever made. Actually, the best trade deal I made was the deal with China, but I don't even talk about it. They have to buy $50 billion worth of our products, but after we all had to suffer through that horrible China virus or COVID, I don't talk about it. But this was a great win for Ohio farmers and for Ohio manufacturers. I took on communist China like no administration in history, bringing in hundreds of millions. Think of this. We started with hundreds of millions of dollars the first couple of months, and I said, this is pretty good. We ended up taking in hundreds of billions of dollars from China. Not one president ever took in 10 cents. They never asked them for anything. We had the greatest economy ever. And for our great veterans, we passed VA accountability and VA choice. We did something that nobody, and we had to get that because of guys like Jim Jordan, we had to get it passed through Congress. And we got it passed through Congress, and that was a big deal. We fully rebuilt the U.S. military, and we created Space Force. And I was the first president in decades who started no new wars, except I brought our troops back home. We had no new wars, but we defeated ISIS. Never said we did it very quickly with ISIS. Once I let them go, I said, go ahead, fellas, do what you have to do. General Raisin Kane. What's your name, General Raisin, sir? What's your last name, Kane? I said, your name's Raisin Kane? I love you. This is what I've been looking for. I've been looking for a guy named Raisin Kane. And he knocked him out. If we win the presidency, I will have the horrible war between Russia and Ukraine settled, and we will restore peace through strength. That's what we need, peace through strength. And I will pass the Trump Reciprocal Trade Act if China or any other country makes us pay 100 or 200% tariff, which they do. We will make them pay a reciprocal tariff of 100 or 200%. In other words, you screw us and we'll screw you. It's very simple. We don't do that. Very brilliant Wall Street analysts that say the only thing good right now about our economy is the stock market. And the only reason that that's good is because people think that Trump is going to be elected president. And if they ever thought that he wasn't, you would end up with a crash, the likes of which we haven't seen since 1929. This election, 2024, blows 2016 away. It's not even close. Our country is failing. We're a failing nation. Our country is failing. We're a nation in decline. We're going to turn this around. We're going to make America great again, greater than ever before. We're going to love each other again. We're going to unite as a country. We are going to create this country. We are going to have a country that's greater than it has ever been before. Go out and vote. We love you. I love being with you. This is a special place to me. We won every single time. Thank you very much, Ohio. We love you. Thank you. God bless you all.
Trump 2024.